Your body does not send a warning when you cross the age of 70. There are no flashing red lights, no pain to alert you. No moment when you wake up and say, "Today, I'm different." It changes, quietly. And the most dangerous part is not the change itself. It's that you still feel fine while, inside, everything is shifting. You still drive yourself, still walk to the supermarket, still stand up from a chair without thinking much about it. But right now, inside your inner ear, your muscles, and every nerve fiber, systems are weakening little by little. Not loudly, not dramatically, just silently. After age 70, there are 7 biological changes that inevitably happen to everyone. It doesn't matter how strong you used to be. It doesn't matter whether you exercise. It doesn't matter how clean your diet is. Time does not negotiate. I am Dr. Helen Ross, 32 years of researching aging, more than 8,000 patients, and I have seen the same story repeat itself again and again. Last week, a 74-year-old man named Arthur sat in front of me. He used to be a climber, a nature lover, never someone who sat still for long. He looked at me and said, "Doctor, I wish someone had told me this earlier." 3 years ago, Arthur was still lifting his grandson and running around the yard. Now, he needs to hold on to the arm of a chair just to stand up. The shocking truth. A 10-year longitudinal study tracking lifting strength in older adults revealed something alarming. At age 65, the average person could lift about 18 kg, 40 lbs. At age 75, that dropped to around 12 kg, 26 lbs. By age 85, it fell to under 8 kg, 17 lbs. More than a 50% decline in just 1 decade. Think about what that really means. Standing up from a chair, carrying grocery bags, climbing stairs, catching yourself when lightly pushed. All of it depends on the muscle. When muscle mass drops below a certain threshold, you are not just weaker, you become dependent. Daniel was 77, a retired construction engineer. He took pride in never asking anyone for help. But after one inactive winter, he began struggling to rise from the sofa without pushing off with his hands. "I don't feel weak," he told me. "I just feel slower." We started a very simple program. 15 minutes every morning, resistance bands, light squats, arm and shoulder exercises, gradual weekly progression. After 12 weeks, he gained nearly 2 kg, 4.4 lbs of muscle. Not because of a miracle, but because muscles at any age respond to stimulus. The most important principle: muscle does not maintain itself. If you don't use it, you lose it. And when too much muscle is lost, the first thing that disappears is not strength. It is confidence. You begin avoiding stairs. Avoid carrying heavy items. Avoid walking long distances alone. Independence begins to shrink, not because you choose it, but because your body no longer supports it. In resistance training studies, adults aged 78 increased muscle mass by an average of 1.83 kg in just 12 weeks. Some gained as much as 4 kg at nearly 80 years old. This means aging is not a fixed sentence. It is a biological process that can be influenced. But there is something even more dangerous than muscle loss. You can be weak and still live independently if your bones are strong. But if your bones become as fragile as chalk, a small fall can change your entire life. And that brings us to the next change. You may be slower, you may be weaker, but if your bones are solid, you still have a chance to stand back up. The problem is that after age 70, bone is no longer as dense. It becomes more porous, thinner, more brittle, and you cannot feel it happening. Margaret was 74. She walked every morning, no heart disease, no diabetes. One winter morning, she stepped onto her porch. A slight slip, a sideways fall, intense pain. Diagnosis: hip fracture. But what shocked her family most was what the orthopedic surgeon said. Her bones were already weak before she fell. The fall was just the consequence. In many cases, the bone cracks first, and then the body collapses. 1 in 2 women over 50 will experience an osteoporosis-related fracture. 1 in 4 men will as well. 40% of seniors never regain full independent mobility after a hip fracture. About 20% die within 1 year due to complications such as pneumonia, infection, or blood clots. Not because the fall was violent, but because the bone was fragile. After menopause or after age 70, estrogen and testosterone decline. Osteoblast, bone-building cell activity decreases. Osteoclast, bone-breaking cell activity, becomes relatively dominant. Without mechanical stimulation, light impact, gentle jumping, weight-bearing exercise, the body economizes bone mass. Just like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. Victor, 76, began a lightweight bearing program. Brisk walking, low step-ups, slow, controlled squats, vitamin D and calcium supplementation under medical supervision. After 1 year, his bone density improved, not back to age 40, but enough to significantly reduce fracture risk. No major accident, no stroke, no terminal illness. Just 7 biological changes, ignored for too long. Arthur thought he was different. He exercised, he ate carefully, he felt healthy. Exactly what most people over 70 believe. But loss of independence rarely comes from one dramatic event. It comes from small changes. A slight wobble when turning your head, a reflex half a beat slower. One day when you can't open a jar. And then suddenly, family members begin asking, maybe it's time to have some assistance? No one thinks it will happen to them. But most people I meet say the same sentence. I wish I had known earlier. Today, you will know earlier, and that could change the next 20, even 30 years of your life. Let's begin with the first change. It doesn't hurt, it makes no noise, it doesn't scare you, but it is the #1 cause of falls in people over 70. Your balance system is declining. Inside your ear are 3 tiny semicircular canals. They are as thin as noodles and filled with fluid. When you tilt your head, turn, bend down, or stand up, that fluid moves. Tiny sensory receptors send signals to your brain. This is up. This is down. You are leaning to the left. That's how you can walk in the dark without falling. That's why you can turn your head quickly and stay upright. But after 70, 3 things begin to happen. The fluid thickens. Sensory cells gradually die with age. Signals sent to the brain become slower and less precise. Your brain begins receiving conflicting information, and you don't even know it. Harold, 72, called me one morning. Doctor, I'm not in pain. My legs are still strong, but whenever I stand up, I feel like the floor is slightly tilted. He thought it was just fatigue. But when I examined him, he couldn't stand on one leg for more than 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 10 years ago, he could hold 25-30 seconds without thinking. This wasn't muscle weakness. This was the spatial orientation system losing precision. And the most frightening part, you can still walk normally. You can still climb stairs. Until one day you turn your head too quickly, or stand up in the dark, or step off a curb slightly higher than you expected. A large study tracking more than 2,000 older adults found that those who lost balance with their eyes closed had a 5-fold higher risk of falling within 24 months. Not double. 5 times. Because when you close your eyes, you must rely entirely on your inner ear and body awareness. If that system is weakened, you will sway immediately. Try this now. Stand up. Close your eyes. Hold your balance for 10 seconds. If you sway, the system has already begun to decline. The good news? The brain can adapt. When you stand on one leg, you force the brain to recalibrate its balance map. It's like updating software. Harold started a simple habit. Every morning while brushing his teeth, he stood on one leg. He began with 10 seconds, then 15, then 20. After 6 weeks, he could hold for 28 seconds. The mild dizziness disappeared. He no longer grabbed the wall when walking through the house at night. The balance system doesn't vanish completely. It simply needs to be activated. And if you don't use it, it automatically deteriorates. This is only the first change. The next ones are what truly take away independence, and they are happening faster than you think. The second change is not about strength. It's about speed. You still see everything. You still understand what's happening. But between recognizing danger and acting, there is a delay. And that delay can change your life. Leonard, 73, still drove every day. Good eyesight, no heart disease, no stroke. One afternoon, a ball rolled into the street. Right behind it was a child. He saw the child. His brain shouted, "Brake!" But his foot did not respond immediately. 1 second late. 1 second sounds short. But at 58 km/h, a car travels nearly 14 meters in 1 second. When the car stopped, the distance between him and the child was only a few centimeters. He came to see me with slightly trembling hands. Doctor, I saw it. I tried to brake, but my body was slower than I thought. And that is exactly what happens after age 70. What is really happening inside? Your reflex depends on 3 steps. The eyes detect danger. The brain processes the information. Electrical signals travel through nerves down to the muscles. When you are young, this entire process takes about 0.6-0.7 seconds. After age 70, the average increases to 1.3-1.5 seconds, nearly double. Why? Because the protective sheath surrounding your nerves, called myelin, begins to thin. Myelin is like the insulation around an electrical wire. When it deteriorates, signals travel more slowly. In addition, the number of synapses decreases. Brain processing speed slows down. Muscles lose their ability to contract rapidly. You still understand the situation, but you react 1 beat slower. And in the real world, 1 beat is everything. This is not just about driving. Evelyn, 71, was in her kitchen when she slipped on water on the floor. At 40, she could have rotated her hips, stepped sideways, and regained balance in a split second. At 71, her brain still sent the command, "Step to the side." But her body responded 300 milliseconds slower, and she fell. The injury was not severe, but that fall left her fearful for months. Just 0.3 seconds. That is the difference between regaining balance and lying on the floor. The data does not lie. Neurological studies show nerve conduction velocity declines by about 30% after age 70. Reaction time to balance loss increases from about 200 milliseconds in younger adults to 400 milliseconds in older adults. It sounds small, but 200 milliseconds is the boundary between saving yourself and a fractured hip. The good news, the brain can still be trained. Leonard began a simple program, catching unexpectedly thrown balls, playing reflex-based games on his phone for 20 minutes a day, practicing hand-eye coordination drills. After 3 months, his reaction time decreased from 1.4 seconds to 1.1 seconds, not back to age 30, but fast enough to be safer. Research shows that older adults who play action video games for a total of 12 hours per month can improve reaction speed by 25–30%. The brain ages, but it does not stop learning. If you force it to move faster, it adapts. And these are only the first 2 changes: a declining balance system, slower reflexes. Together, they create something dangerous. You lose balance more easily. And when you lose balance, you save yourself more slowly. But the next changes are what truly take independence away. They do not just make you more likely to fall. They make you too weak to stand back up. The first 2 changes make you more likely to fall. But the third change is what prevents you from getting up after you fall. It is not loud. It does not cause immediate pain. And you barely notice it until it is too late. Its name is sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. What is happening inside your body? After age 50, you lose about 1% of muscle mass per year. That sounds small. But by age 70 on average, you have already lost about 20% of your muscle. By age 80, that number can reach 30%. And the most concerning part? Between ages 70 and 75, the rate of muscle loss nearly doubles compared to earlier decades. Your body is not just declining, it is accelerating its decline. Clara's story. Clara was 69. She had always been strong, fixing faucets herself, carrying suitcases upstairs without help. One morning, she tried to open a jar of jam. She couldn't. She tried again. Still couldn't. She laughed awkwardly and called her son. He opened the lid in seconds. Later, Clara told me, "Doctor, I didn't realize I was getting weaker. I just thought I was tired that day." But it was not fatigue. It was a muscle that had been shrinking quietly for years. Why does muscle disappear? As you age, muscle cells degenerate. Fast-twitch muscle fibers decline significantly. Growth hormone and testosterone levels decrease. Mitochondria inside muscle cells become less efficient. Most importantly, if you do not place demand on your muscles, lifting heavy objects, climbing inclines, resistance training, your body considers muscle unnecessary. And the body is extremely energy efficient. It eliminates what it does not use. Try something simple. Close your eyes. Touch your finger to your nose. You can do it because your brain knows exactly where your hand is. That ability is called proprioception, your body's internal sense of position in space. After age 70, this system weakens. Samuel, 75, told me, "I don't understand why I keep tripping on the step. I can see it clearly." When we tested his movement sensors, he believed he was lifting his foot high enough. In reality, only half as high as he thought. His brain was drawing an inaccurate body map. And that is how you fall, even when you see the obstacle. How to retrain it: heel-to-toe walking, standing on one leg, closing your eyes and touching a fixed object. Just 5 minutes a day, the brain can recalibrate, but you must force it to work. A young adult needs about 200 milliseconds to react when slipping. A 75-year-old? About 400 milliseconds. Just 0.2 seconds of difference. But 0.2 seconds is enough time to grab the railing or slam your hip into the floor. The myelin sheath surrounding nerves gradually wears down with age. Signals still travel, just more slowly. The good news? Reaction games, ball-catching drills, and speed exercises can significantly improve response time. The brain never stops learning. This sounds paradoxical, but research shows older adults who fear falling have a threefold risk of actually falling. Why? Because fear makes you stiffen your muscles, take smaller, hesitant steps, lose natural fluidity. When the body is rigid, it cannot adjust naturally to challenges to balance. Eleanor, 72, experienced a minor fall. After that, she began walking as if she were on thin ice. The more tense she became, the more unstable she felt. After 6 weeks of confidence-based training, walking on slightly uneven surfaces, practicing controlled balance drills, she told me, "I forgot that I was ever afraid." Confidence is not just psychological, it is neuromuscular physiology. The 7 factors that threaten your independence: declining balance system, slower nerve reflexes, sarcopenia, muscle loss, osteoporosis, loss of proprioception, slower fall recovery reactions, fear-induced muscular rigidity. None of these factors is destiny. All of them can be improved. If you do only one thing after watching this, do this. 30 seconds standing on one leg each side, 10 heel-to-toe steps, 10-15 minutes of resistance training, 5 minutes of reaction drills. Less than 20 minutes total, but it could determine the next 20-30 years of your life. Arthur came back to see me after 6 months. He stood up from the chair without using his hands. He walked steadily. He said, "Doctor, I didn't just prevent falls. I got my life back." This is not just about preventing injury. It is about preserving independence, preserving dignity, preserving autonomy. If you found this helpful, start today. And if you want to continue learning how to protect your health as you move through your 60s, 70s, and 80s, subscribe to Live Healthy every day. Every week, we share science-based strategies to help you live stronger, longer, and more independently. Don't wait until you say, "I wish I had known earlier." Start today.